Hello everyone, I'm Lazy Grouse and today we're gonna start a new campaign in Crusader Kings 3 with the Princess of Darkness mod, which places us in the World of Darkness, also known as Vampire the Masquerade. And we're gonna be playing as Gratiano de Vernoese here, who is the Count of Verona. He's part of the clan Lasombra, and we got a little lore snippet here to read. The last and still very young child of Lasombra himself, Gratiano de Vernoese was an unremarkable Italian noble in life, leading to many wondering why the antediluvian favored him so. Gratiano knows the answer though, his own inherent greatness. Convincing himself of his importance, the Veronese is now chafing openly against his older brother Montano, the current regent of Clan Lasombra. From his court in Verona, Gratiano is well aware that he is despised and laughed at by all but the youngest of his own clan. But even such a small and weak power base can grow in time, and one night Gratiano might be the one laughing at them all. So, this is our brother Montano, and we're gonna prove to him that we deserve to lead Clan Lasombra. And we also got a little snippet about Clan Lasombra here to read. Shadowy predators and ruthless social climbers, the Lasombra exist for their own success, fighting for personal victories rather than solely for a crown to wear or a throne to sit upon. They believe that might makes right and are willing to sacrifice anything to achieve their goal. A clan that uses spirituality as a tool rather than seeking honest enlightenment. Their fickle loyalties are currently highlighted by their massive civil war that is plaguing the Sea of Shadows, their once Mediterranean-spanning empire. Muslims fighting Christians in Iberia, Christians fighting heretics in Italy, and the young fighting their elders everywhere at once. The other clans sigh in relief as the Lasombra tear themselves apart, knowing what they could achieve if they were to unify instead. So, they're very, very power hungry, and I feel like it's gonna be very fitting to try to overthrow our more powerful older brother and prove that we deserve to rule. So, let's just hop in. Okay, so before we unpause, we have a couple of things to do. First of all, we have a little bit more character lore to go through. Gratiano was born into Italian nobility, the Veronese family. He has come to know all the advantages of wielding power, which comes in useful in vampiric politics. After his embrace, Gratiano delighted in the routine use of abyss mysticism and desired immediate respect, hating the thought that high status would take centuries to earn. He became jealous of his brother-in-blood, Montano, who was highly popular in the Lasombran court, due to mostly by his military victories. And in future canon, Gratiano will be the main catalyst of the Anarch Revolt, leading an assault against his own sire in the Castle of Shadows. He will achieve immense fame and respect in the nascent Sabbat that he will help to create afterwards. He will rapidly squander his political capital though, and set mostly a remote and quiet on life. Some would say in the hopes of not attracting his not-so-dead sire's attention. So, this is a thing I found very interesting, that he would be one of the catalysts in the formation of the Anarch Revolt, which is really cool. And he also had a hand in the Sabbat, from what I understand. So, that is really cool. And we have some more things to do. First of all, we can get married, because our power base is not very, well, powerful. We have few levies, a couple of men-at-arms and some champions. But, I mean, we can't fight anyone around us with this. And we gotta get stronger to survive. So, we're gonna have a marriage for power, not for love. Because who marries for love? Come on. And I have been scouting some out. I mean, most of the people I can marry are way inland over here and hard to get at, but I found Countess Anna Sgorina, I don't know how to pronounce that, who hangs out over here. And that is actually gonna be pretty good, because she can just sail over to us and only have to walk through like one county. So, she can actually help. She is fairly strong. Her levies are really few, but she makes good money, so she can absolutely sustain these men-at-arms and probably get some more. And she comes with mangonels. So I really like this lady for marriage. And I think she accepts. I haven't actually checked, but yeah, she accepts. And we're not going to do any matrilineal or anything like that. And we get some bonus prestige as well, because we're both gonna get some. So we're gonna propose that. Also, like I said, we're weaker than everyone around us. Especially the Giovanni family. Which makes me very nervous, because the Giovanni family are creepy as fuck. They're all Cappadocian, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Their thing is they only embrace in their family. So they're kind of like a crime family of the vampire world. And I don't think it's happened yet in in the time frame that we're in. But in the future lore, they basically kill off most of the other Cappadocians. So the Giovanni family basically are the Cappadocians. And they're all about necromancy and like obsessed with death and all that. And if they were to take my little county, I can assure you we would not rule that county anymore. They would, well, like lore-wise, they would definitely put someone in their family as ruler of Verona. So, we could try to just increase our power base by conquering and marriage and just try to stay afloat. We could also bend the knee to Lombardy, which is the second strongest in the area, which means that we would have to bend the knee, which would be, it wouldn't be optimal, because, well, we want to rule ourselves. We want power for ourselves. We don't want to fall in line with someone else. So I'm leaning towards just using our newfound alliance and try to take these guys out with the help of our wife. So I'm leaning towards that. Worst comes to worst, I think we can bend the knee to Lombardy just to try to have some protection against the Giovanni family, because I think we are also in the Jure duchy. Yeah, so Verona stretch over there, and pretty sure they have... No, they haven't actually formed the duchy of Verona. So that's nice, at least. Okay, what else? Right, we can start a little hunt, because we want to have a herd. So, oh, that's not what I meant to do. Let's have a look at our council. We don't have a chaplain. So, oh, she's not horrible. She's not good, but, oh, she's immortal. Ugh. Well, I guess we could. She will be very temporary, and I think we're gonna ghoul you. It just feels dirty to have a human in our court. So, let's see, you, it seems like we have the strongest there. Seems like we have strongest there, and he is a powerful vassal. Oh, and this guy is better. He is a mortal. And he is a powerful vassal, so I don't think it would be a big difference in 3 martial skill. It would be 3% more levies, so about 6 more levies, because I think we have like 200. Yeah, so about 6 extra levies. I don't think that's worth kicking off one of our actual vassals. And you're actually not half bad. Yeah, so I think that's as good as we're gonna get without removing our martial. And speaking of skills, let's have a look at ours. Our martial is terrible. The rest are pretty okay. Our intrigue especially is pretty decent. Our prowess is pretty bad. I mean, if we were a human, that would be a pretty okay prowess, but as a vampire, we are terrible. Like, have a look at our older brother. He's got a 52. And that's not even, like, the highest. If we go and look at, I know for a fact, Menele over here, got a 69. And Helen of Troy, 56. Like, yeah, we're not getting anywhere with our 16. Like, just our neighbors. Like, he's not that great. And he's at 29. This is just a little shit, so 19 is about the same as ours, so yeah. We are probably not gonna be the first in line in our battles. And speaking of, let's invite some champions. Because our champions are terrible. And we can't declare war on this guy. I think we're going to. We can't do this yet because I don't think we have. Yeah, we're not faithful yet, so once we can get that up, we can start doing that. But we can get the county, so which is pretty good. We are gonna wait for our wife to be able to join in. So, what else do we need to do? We're waiting to get an answer to our marriage. Oh right, let's have a look at our brother. The major goal is to take him out and become the head of the Verona, no, not Verona, the Lasombra clan. We don't have to rule the Sea of Shadows. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I mostly want to diablerize our brother, make sure that we take his power, show that we are the stronger one, and diablerize him, and we'll be the head of the family. Oh, and let's have a look at our family, actually. If we open the dynasty tree, here's Lasombra, or Lasombo. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that, but whatever. He's our vampire papa, and we got all of these brothers and some sisters. So basically, if we come across any of these, we are gonna diablerize them, because they're laughing at us and not giving us the respect we deserve. And they're all way older than us. They're all like, I think 1170 is not their actual age. I think that's some kind of like limitation or something in Crusader Kings, because I doubt everyone was born the exact same day, or the exact same year, sorry. And we are, however, only 50. We were very recently embraced, so yeah. We are the runt, and these are all incredibly old. They're all Methuselahs. And we're gonna diablerize them if we can. And is there anything else? No. Let's wait for our Find Mortals to trigger and our marriage. Oh, and Requiem for an Empire. If mortal medieval Italy is a divided state, then Italy by night is a powder keg. Powerful old vampires scramble for the most populous cities of Europe. To the north, Ventru Cardinal Fabrizio Ulfila seats in Milan is a strong grasp on the Italian church at his disposal. In Venezia, the Giovanni scions of Clan Cappadocians are masters of the sea-spanning trade empire. Time will tell if their focus is on Italy proper or in the east, like their parent clan. In Sicily, the capital of Clan Lasombra is guarded by the faithful Montano, but overextension and civil war in Spain has left the Sea of Shadows vulnerable. Finally, all eyes are on Rome, where Titus Venturus Camille has recently awoken. The Eternal Consul was the mastermind behind Rome's empire, and Carthage's destruction could usher a new age for Ventru leadership. As other petty leaders and immortal kings rise elsewhere in Italy, the war of the princes has never been more dangerous than here. All roads lead to Rome. Oh, and our predatory inclination. This is also something we waited for, because we have to choose how we hunt. And considering our whatchamacallit, intrigue is highest, I feel like deceit works. I guess we could use charm as well. We could be a siren. We get comely and presence, which is nice, but don't feel like it necessarily fits. Gentry, we can... I don't actually know what that means. We can be a cultist, but I don't think so. Consensualist, I don't think so. Let's go with deceit. And we can either be a sneaky little footpad, familias and I guess turn into like cats. And Kaushmar, which I don't exactly know what it means. But Obfuscate's gonna be nice to help with some schemes. And we get that in both of these. But what else do we have? We have knowledge, charm, and violence. I don't think we're gonna be violent because we don't really have the prowess for it. I think deceit is good. And sorry, you have to listen to this sound effect every time. And we can use some prestige to get 3 intrigue and obfuscate. Or we get some phlegmatic resonance experience, some money, and 1 less intrigue. We still get obfuscate, but I mean, prestige is something we're gonna get either way. We're gonna start raking that in, and 15 gold is not much. So I think we prioritize just getting the higher scale, because that's gonna help us through the entire campaign. So let's go footpad. Oops. Oh, she accepted our proposal. Beautiful. We have a wife. And with that, an alliance. Searching the area, find a number of mortals. So, I wish you could see what kind of phlegm they have. Or can you do that with hunt? No. Don't think so, at least. No. So every mortal that you feed on is going to give you a little bit of experience in certain lifestyles. And actually, before choosing, we can go through the lifestyles. And all of these have special vampiric powers. And we are going to learn them faster than we learned these, except for maybe intrigue. No, that's actually only 6. Well, we get 10 of these. And we have animalistic, which basically is like combat and shapeshifting and stuff like that. We got choleric, which is celerity, which is basically move fast. Potence, which is fighting, and I don't know what vicissitude is. Use may use their own body in simple cosmetic ways. Oh, so like changing appearance. We got melancholic, which gives us obfuscate, which is basically turn invisible, which is gonna help with schemes, which is probably what we're gonna go for. Fortitude, which I don't know exactly what it does, except maybe just give you stronger body. It's what it sounds like. Actually, endurance like a mountain. Yeah, so fortitude. It's fortitude. Oblivion, the quick and the dead. Don't know what that is. Very thoroughly explaining everything here. I don't know all the skills, but an obtenebriation focus. It's basically like power of darkness. Yeah, mastery of darkness. So it's also a very cool one, which we can go for. It's gonna help with some prowess, some dread, which it's also gonna give some scheme power. A lot of stuff down here. I think it's also gonna give us some magic. Yeah, unlocks nocturne power, which I think is a kind of magic. Discipline power can be used as a personal character interaction in battles. Debuff enemy knights and debuff enemy costs piety. Okay, so it's kind of a power we can use. So that's also a really cool one we can go for. Phlegmatic aspects, which is basically super sight. You can see spirits and stuff as well. And like see like auras on vampires, and it's a super cool like visual skill. Dominate is compel people to do stuff, which is also cool. And we got blood sorcery and stuff. And presence is basically magical, what would you call it? Magical, like, make people impressed by you. You have a very strong presence. But we are gonna go melancholic, and I like obfuscate because all of it just increases our hostile schemes and all that. It gives a little bit of prowess somewhere, I think. But it's mostly just, it makes us amazing at schemes. Which, here's the prowess, but, I mean, it's not very impressive. Which is really cool. And we can go this to debuff our enemies, but I think we're gonna start with obfuscate. Just to help with schemes. Because we're always gonna want some schemes. And I wish we could tell what kind of XP we'll get, but let's just herdify any of them. Oh, actually, he was kind of hard to herdify. She was easier. Let's go for her. And just for that, let's hunt him. We'll eat him and suck him dry. And we are actually lacking some hunger, so we are gonna want to, suck him dry. And I think we can, the wife will join us now. But first, let's have a look at our champions. Did anyone come? It seems like no. But we can also always recruit people in the meantime. We have 6 champions now at least. Oh, right. We can also spawn an army. That will help us. Oh, it's quite expensive. We can't afford that. And we don't have... Okay, so we don't have, like, summon animals either. I guess that's a Bruja thing. Okay, so I guess we'll have to do without. So... Shall we attack? I think we shall. Let's hold a war for county. And... I think... other rulers of the Tremere can join, so these can join, which would be terrible. But... For now... I think that is... okay. If we just siege them down quickly. So, you are actually way better than me, so you'll lead. Oh, and no, there was no one special, but we actually have a couple of strong people there. That's nice. Wait, didn't we start ghoulifying someone? I guess that got stopped when we hunted, or is it herdify? I don't know. We'll start ghouling someone later instead then. Lord Gratiano, the powerful Lasombra himself, saw your greatness and embraced you into his clan. This act enraged your brethren, and you have been branded as an upstart since then. Denied the numerous responsibilities and titles that should be yours, you have to start it from scratch. For that purpose, you chose Verona, a city you know well since your mortal days, and a foothold has been made, but nothing has changed yet. They still laugh at you, insult you behind your back, plot your demise even. This must stop. You will show them why Lasombra chose you. You will show them what Gratiano de Vernoese that he was born to rule. Oh, hey, a wedding celebration. So, with my marriage to Countess Anna Sigorina, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may, considering it tasteless, levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. So, we can either get 75 gold, which is nice, or a bunch of prestige. So, thing is, we have a lot of prestige. Don't know exactly what to do with 300 more, because we already sent for champions. And speaking of, while I remember, we're gonna want to click that. Good. And if we do get the 75 gold, we can raise an army of ghouls. And I think we're gonna raise an army of ghouls actually. So let's grab the money. Let's not spend it on a stupid wedding. Let us instead... Oh, come on. There we are. Let us instead spawn an army. Oh, and they're moving. So, Hopefully we'll win this. Where is our... Oh, we haven't called our wife. Shit. Now we have. That was a mistake. So, we have higher quality, so hopefully we'll beat them. It is looking good. Okay, we can speed up a little bit. Come on. Kill him. Oh, this is so even. This is incredibly even. Come on. There's only 2 of them left. 1. Oh, there we go. That was down to one-on-one vampire combat in the end. That is beautiful. Let's go and siege this down immediately. And our wife is sailing in. Oh shit. Damn, they reinforced quickly. Okay. Oh, they're in debt. Beautiful. That'll debuff them, and they are gonna come and join here. And if this took as long as last time, I think they're gonna... Yeah, they're gonna make it in time. No problem. Beautiful. And rights and duties of the ruling class unlocked. So, our dynasty unlocked something. Let's see. Powerful vassal opinions, and it unlocks a building. Gonna have to have a look at that later. And did they join, by the way? They did not. Beautiful. So, this is gonna be not a big problem. They're gonna keep attacking, but I mean, our quality is gonna be higher. Well, we have more numbers, but like their quality looks like it's great, but they're also very few, and our quality is pretty good as well. So we're just gonna keep bossing these guys. Oh, and we herdified her. Good. So let's manipulate our herd. What do you get? Choleric. We want melancholic, right? Yeah. So she's not great, but I mean, it's still blood. So automatically feed whenever this mortal recovers. So we'll get some melancholic. We might be able to spend some of that in the future if we get enough of it. And seriously, did she bring the mangonels? Yes, she did. Because this is still taking forever, but I mean, we are getting prestige for all this, right? A little bit. Not much. Oh, we captured him. So, do we want to do anything to him before we end this? We could blood bond him. Don't think that's necessary. We could execute him, but I think we might just let him go and just conquer his stuff. Yeah, let's just end the war. Beautiful. We have grown, and that gives us a bit more levies, almost double our levies actually. So that's nice. We lost half of our ghouls, but I mean, money well spent, I say. So, we have an empty... Why? What happened to you? We have some angry vassals. She's a known criminal, but... Bali. But he's a pretty good chancellor. At least compared to what we got. So, let's just let her... And you're not good at anything. What are you? Yeah, you're one of the ones that we just conquered. And all of our vassals is basically going to be a strong vassal. So is there any of these we care less about that we can just toss him in there? We could see, we can make him a chaplain. Because, I mean, that's not gonna be a big difference in piety. Although, if you want to claim something, he's gonna be slower, but let's make him happy. I don't want to get any factions this early, especially when we're not that strong yet. Oh, and we can nominate a successor for Duchy of Emilia. So do we get a vote? I guess we get a vote, but we can't vote for ourselves. Ugh, freaking Tremere guy. Okay, so I think we just abstain. And we can imprison one of our people, but I mean, she is very likely to just accept. And we can get a hook on her through this. She's not amazing, so maybe we just imprison her. And he is terrible. Wait, we can herdify him as a vampire? I didn't know that was a thing. Plot to procure this kindred as a vessel from which you can satiate your feet. Let's move him to the dungeon. And right, we can't ransom him? Oh, there, ransom. So 15 gold. We do need some gold. Actually, he's worth 30. So we can just wait. And heir first in line, but that's... Our heir right now is our brother, is he not? Yes, he is. So we don't care about that. And yeah, that's all. Have we got any... Ooh. Here's a fighter. She is a mortal. So let's recruit her and ghoul her. Because her skills aren't great, but she's a pretty good fighter. So we'll ghoul her. That'll give her a little bit of bonus as well. And this guy is fine. How expensive are you? 10 gold. I can deal with that. That puts our... Yeah, that puts him in our top 6. So we don't need to recruit anyone below 13 now, because everyone else is worse. So let's just unpause, let some time pass. Oh, seriously? That was a 93% chance. Shit. Fine, can we just invite her to court? No. Okay, so, well, at least we inherited her stuff. And we can just hold on to that. It gives us a little bit more income. It gives us some more levies. So, kind of win-win, I guess. But I think that, yeah, that puts an opening in the council. And we have terrible people. Oh, man, our people are terrible. So, I guess you. And you're a moral. Ugh. Let's just keep going. Ooh, we got a new thingy. +2 diplomacy. That's not bad. So it increased our diplomacy a little bit. Nice. So let some time pass. When can we fight you again? Don't remember how to see the truce timer. After careful preparation and planning, you were able to recruit this mortal as your ghoul's thrall. Perfect. So we will lose a bunch of prestige, but that's fine. And everything else is okay. Let's see what she got. Yeah, so she's at 23 now. Good. I don't know if potence is guaranteed or not, but... Anyway. Ooh, a special person. Oh, and he's got good learning. He can be our chaplain. Or just a diplomacy guy. Chancellor? I think that's Chancellor. One of your agents report that someone's claiming to be Anthony Pauda, the famous holy man, has been seen in a nearby town. It is unlikely at best, since you're pretty sure that the real Anthony died last year and was canonized by Rome. The real Frankian monk was a living saint with an aura capable of burning your kindred from miles away. Still, perhaps this is worth investigating. He could be one of his companions still alive, or a man learned enough to warrant consideration as a potential child. Yeah, so I guess invite him. We are actually making good money, so let's do the money. And let's go to our court. And embrace him. Good. And I think we're gonna put a cut in there, since it is starting to get long. But yeah, I think good first episode. We expanded Verona a little bit, waiting to take the Duchy of Emilia and see where we can go from there. We're about to get a child, which is gonna be good on our council, because our council is terrible. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, consider leaving a comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.